live. Hey, everyone. How y'all doing today? Frank Bertolino here. I've been an auctioneer.
Oh, wait, hold on, Frank. It's loading. Give me.
Oh, okay.
I think. Okay. Oh. Let me see if we're on.
Yep, we're on. We're streaming live.
Are we? It says we're live. All right, Frank, let's go.
Hey, Steph, how you doing today? Boy, I'll tell you what, I am so
great.
excited about another year, another fur ball. I'm a little bit missed. I really wish we were all in person, enjoying the night, talking, saying hello. Boy, wouldn't that be wonderful? But I'll tell you what, we'll do that next year. This year, we're going to work our tails off. We're going to have a lot of fun. Online every day, every hour. We're going to be jumping in and checking our bids. Lots of great items. My gosh, this year I'm looking at some of the items and I'm so excited. Steph, so how are things coming along?
They're coming along awesome. And for anyone who's just joining in, I'm here with Frank Bertolino. He is a local realtor from Northshore Realty Group. And he is super involved in the community, local community, always volunteering, always helping out nonprofit organizations. He is wonderful. If anyone doesn't know him, here he is. And the fur ball, we had to pivot online this year again, as you know, so we're bummed we can't be in person. We had to last year too, so it's been a while since I've seen you in person. And when you started the fur ball auctioneering for the fur ball back in the 90s?
Oh yeah, we were back. We had them upstairs at the City Hall in Newburyport, and it goes back. I'll tell you what. One of the things that the Feline Society had to do to earn money was to sell cans of soda. I mean, it was crazy. Randy Price and myself, it was a lot of fun. It was fabulous. But so we go back a lot of years, and I think I might have had a little more hair back then. But it was fun then, and it's just as fun now. And boy, I wish we were all together, but we will be next year. But I'll tell you, whenever I think of the fur ball, I'm a pet lover. And my pets are my babies. And whenever I think of the fur ball and how many cats that we help, how many that wouldn't survive. They're out there, they wouldn't survive.
Yeah.
But on top of that, how many families we help, how many people that we add a family member to. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it really is. And doing what we do, it's just a wonderful thing. And but more importantly, you all out there doing what you all are doing, that is more than anything Steph and I could ever do.
It's true. And
you
we
guys
can't do
are
it
out
without our supporters.
Yeah, we need our supporters. We need you all. And you make this possible. We're just that little tool. If you look at a wagon wheel, we're that little spoke in the middle. You guys are everything that's making the wagon wheel turn. So we really appreciate that.
The horse, the cart, the spokes, the wheels.
Everything,
Literally everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen so we can check out the fur ball online auction. So as you mentioned earlier, it's going really awesome so far. So we just, we're getting so close to our goal. As you can see the thermometer up here. So we just passed $30,000. It must have been early this morning or overnight. Because it was only at 29 last time I checked it. But if you haven't looked at the fur ball online auction yet, definitely check it out. There are so many great items here. There's lots of unique items, lots of great memorabilia and experiences. I know this Mexican
oh my God
Zen trip is seriously amazing.
Oh my God, listen to this. It's 1 week at a luxury hotel, Cancun Bay. It's a $6,000 value and the leading bid is only $3,500. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing. And something, I think it's something really important everyone knows that the Feline Society, they're 501c3 nonprofit organizations. So you can make tax deductible donations to them as well.
Yep. And
Wow,
it's
that's a
like,
cool.
yeah, and this is it was donated by one of our supporters, of course, and it is such a beautiful house. The infinity pool is, she said that was like kind of one of the favorites, and it's on Casa Isla, which is or it's called Casa Isla. It's on Isla Mujeres. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's extra cool because we actually worked with a few other organizations to pull some cats up from Mexico. So they came here via Sweet Paws and some other organizations to the United States from Isla Mujeres. I'm going to try to say the clinic name, but I might get it wrong. It's Clinica Veterinaria de Isla Mujeres.
Oh yeah.
So we pulled them up from that organization. They did their mandatory quarantine with Sweet Paws, and then we took a couple of those cats to adopt out. And with this auction item, you actually get a tour of the clinic, which is super neat. It's such a beautiful home, and it sleeps up, it can fit up to 6 people. So if you want to like split it between your friends or your family, it makes like a really great vacation, which is awesome. Yeah.
Wow,
So
really, I tell you,
definitely,
what a reasonable, at this point, the bid's really reasonable. So hey, folks,
yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah, I love it, love it, love it.
it's
What else you got? Let's, boy, you're getting me
beautiful.
all excited here.
I know. Like, here we go. So another item that is really neat is the Bruins jersey. So, oh my gosh.
I
Took
saw
them
that,
out.
oh my gosh, I bid on
Yeah.
that for one of my grandkids, and I see that I've
Oh,
lost the bid, so we're gonna have to jump back in there again. It's
yes.
$800 the value. The leading bid
Yeah.
right now is only $250, so we're gonna have to jump right on that, folks.
Yes, definitely. And this is a cool one. I know. Do you follow hockey at all? I'm not a huge hockey person, but
I don't follow them. I love to sit and watch all sports, but I couldn't tell you one from another, although I am kind of partial to the Patriots, the Bruins, and the Celtics, and the Red Sox. I don't know.
yep, exactly. And this is such a cool item because we actually got a grant for spay neuter from Athletes for Animals, which is an awesome organization. It's kind of like athletes giving back to nonprofits that serve animals. And we reached out to them, and they were kind enough to kind of like coordinate this donation from the Rask family, which is so awesome of them. And it's like just really cool. It's a really cool item to have in our auction.
Oh
So
yeah, for
definitely
sure.
check it out, especially if you have Bruins fans, because I feel like that's the opportunity to get a signed jersey like straight from the Rask family. Can't come up
Yep.
super often.
Yeah.
And just really quickly, we have tons of fun stuff for your pet. I added some Halloween cat toys in here, which are selling out really quickly, but we do have some Ghost Kitty catnip toy packs. These are super popular, so that's why I'm mentioning. So we have all ranges of support you can give. And when you were browsing, did you have a favorite item, Frank?
Well, it's funny. Some of the jewelry items, we got the holidays coming up.
Oh, yeah, we do. We have some really nice stuff. This is these paw print bracelets are super beautiful. This one is actually filled with sand from Salisbury Beach. And it's actually straight from Blue Ocean Event Center, which is really awesome. It's a really nice bangle.
And the bid's only $27. I mean, my gosh, there's some great values there. And I see the 5 vintage kitty pins. Yeah, it's a $50 value. The bid's only $30. Yep. My goodness. Yeah.
Those are cute too. And this one's beautiful too. It's the same company as the other one, but this one is sea glass. So that one's really nice. It's filled with blue sea glass, which is Murphy's blue. So that one's also super nice.
That's nice. What about, something I was looking at some of the items earlier today, they have no bids whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. There's still, and honestly, there's some great opportunities here for some.
Oh my, look at that spring vacation week in Williamsburg, Virginia, April 17th through 24th, $1,200 value. The opening bid is only $600.
Yeah, and this one's sleep 6 too. And Williamsburg, I actually learned a lot while I was writing up this description. You're really close to like a lot of the history, like the Revolutionary War history. So if you have family that's interested or any history buffs, this is a really cool trip. And it's here at Busch Gardens, which I didn't even know that.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a good one.
Yeah.
They want to have to do something about that now, aren't we?
Yes, definitely. So that is a really cool item. And we have some other, there's some really beautiful art in here. This artist does pastel work, and it's beautiful. Like the art, you can't do justice to the art online because it's so hard to photograph.
Yeah.
But yeah, this piece is beautiful. And this piece, the space between, again, it's hard to visualize, but it's really big. It's probably like, I don't know how much 40 inches is. It's like over 2 feet by, like a foot, two and a
Yeah.
half feet. So it's really stunning.
Wow. And the bid's only $64. It's $170 value. That's really cool.
Yep.
What's this purse?
This is awesome too. I actually, Amy Williams in Newburyport donated this purse, and it comes with like a little canvas tote bag. And she actually said this is one of their most popular purses, just because I'm guessing because of the crossbody and like how compact it is, but you can fit a lot of stuff in it. You can fit your phone and your wallet in there. So, again, it's more beautiful in person. It's kind of like has a metallic sheen to it. It's like an orangey red color. It's really beautiful, very like fall and super nice, made in France.
Nice, very nice. Hey, something always, we've been so lucky with the weather's been staying pretty good. We're getting close to where the weather's going to start getting cold again. And I always think of the poor cats that are stuck outside. I'm sure I know at the shelter you guys are doing as much as you can and handling as many as you can and trapping and spaying as many as you can, but that's another reason why we're doing what we're doing, to get those poor kitties inside.
Yeah, and a lot of them too, like they're we have this is like a little bit of a spoiler, but we're posting an update on Friday, like a before and after update that's really cute here on Facebook, so you can check back on Friday. But the shy kittens I've fostered, so the last couple of litters of kittens I've fostered personally have been the shy cats. So cats when they're born outside, they don't come out. Like a lot of times when you spot them is when the time when they're kind of starting to like be more independent, so they're older. So it's like it is super sad, like when the snow starts to fall and like there's cats out there that are really fending for themselves and struggling to survive. But we've had some really cute stories the past couple of weeks of people adopting shy cats who just like blossom into these like wonderful, they're feral kittens, and with a lot of like hard work and time and love, they really turn into these like just sweet, like loyal, loving cats. It's really beautiful to see.
That's a great story. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah, for sure. Hey, sports tickets, how are they doing?
Oh, I think there's Bruin tickets in there that are doing real good. And then we have some local sports teams too that could use some love.
Wow, look at that. The Bruins tickets, $229. Leading bid is $295. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I think people are excited to get back into the sporting events, like back in the crowds. I think they're doing that must be, and it's a Saturday, so that's awesome.
Yes, for sure. What were the Sea Dogs?
The Sea Dogs I think those are the Portland Sea Dogs.
The Portland Sea Dogs. We took a train, maybe a year or so ago. We jumped on the train up in Exeter, New Hampshire, and took it to Portland, and we saw one of those games. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed that just as much, if not more, than a Red Sox game. Right? That was a lot of fun. It was a great day. We had a ball, and for $35 a leading bid, gosh, that's a bargain.
Yeah, and the food is less expensive, so you can really have. I feel like I totally agree with you, and especially for like a family, if you have a family of 4, because it's 4 tickets. I was like, is it 4 tickets? It's such a fun time because you can enjoy your food. You can go to Portland. You can spend the whole day there. I totally agree. I've been, I miss the spinners.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's such a good point because it's such a great time.
Yeah, for sure. What else we got? This is fun. I'm enjoying this. We got,
I know I'm having a great time. Thanks for doing this with me today. I
oh
Frank
my
is so
gosh.
busy with the real estate industry right now, so I really appreciate your being
What
here.
about the collectibles? How is that doing? I haven't checked that
Yeah,
today.
there's some fun stuff in here. So there's this one is really cool. So this is like a Star Wars autographed
Yeah.
um photograph. So you can kind of see it, but it's
That's cool. For the Star
yeah,
Wars fans out there, it's a
yep,
$2,000 value and the bid's only $901.
yep.
Wow, what a holiday gift that would be for
Yeah,
a
and you
Star
can
Wars fan.
seriously, that's like such a good it's you're not gonna find a cooler holiday gift, I don't think.
Yeah, really, that is cool. That is cool.
Super cool. And then we have some just like smaller stuff. We even have like little nesting cats. We have a baseball that Garrett Richards is the pitcher, I think, for the Red Sox. Again, not great at my sports. And the bobblehead's really fun too. This is the Bernie
Oh my
Sanders
gosh, look at the
inauguration
bobblehead.
day
Bernie Sanders bobblehead. Yes.
Yeah, which is awesome. So yeah, definitely if you haven't been online, you can check the Furball out at www.mrfrs.org. If you go to our homepage, you can just scroll down towards the bottom and click the Furball link, and you can read all things Furball. We have Frank's picture right there on our page as our auctioneer. And you can check out the auction.
It's so much fun every year. Myself and Steve and Randy until he moved, but Doug jumped right in his place. And
Yep.
but 2 years ago we had a blast at the golf course at the golf club. And I heard this year we were coming back to Salisbury, weren't we?
Yep, we were going to be at Blue Ocean on October 2nd. We
Yeah.
were so excited because we were planning this kind of like back in the spring, and it was looking real good back then. So we were like psyched. We were saying like it's going to be a sellout event, and we're so excited. And then when September start, it was like September 1st. We started like just like looking at numbers, and the Delta variant really kind of threw us for a loop. So we're just trying to keep everyone safe, and we need to make sure it's a successful fundraiser. And our board president has said in the past, and I love this. I think she said this last year, or someone said this last year, and she said it to me, that the cats don't care if we have a gala or not. They just care, that we are here to care for them.
Positively. And I can just imagine how sad it would be if you guys got a phone call and said, we need your help. We've got this cat that has this problem, or we need to capture this. We just captured it, whatever it might be. And for y'all to say, I wish we could, but we can't. That I've never heard y'all say that. Never, ever, ever in all the years. I've never heard you say, I wish we could, we can't. You always say, we're on it. We'll take care of it. We're doing it. And that's because of our fans and our supporters.
Yes, it totally is. We couldn't even do like a fraction of the things we do without our donors, our volunteers, our staff, our board. It's incredible, like coming together, what we can make possible.
Yep. And if there's an item that you don't find something that really catches your eye, you can donate. And just on that front page, you can do a donation. We have a bidding for good. There's so much that you can do. So please don't be shy. No, don't be shy. We need you to be strong and firm, and get out there and do what you need to do. Help us do what we need to do. And we'll have another successful year.
Yes, definitely. And feel free to share with your friends and your family. I've been sending links to I'm bothering all of my contacts, because I look at the auction. I'm like, oh, this reminds me of so-and-so. So even just sharing, helping spread the word helps. And the auction's open through 10 p.m. on this coming Sunday, so October 17th. So you can place your bids all the way up through 10 p.m., which is plenty of time to get in there, take a look. Pick out your favorite items. So there's plenty of time, and it's been pretty exciting so far.
I'm loving it. And the fund of need, we have a fund of need.
Yes, we do.
And that's always, that's usually the most enjoyable part of my night, when we're doing a fund of need and everyone's putting their paddles up and they're donating. And we have a funded need for Lunar and Summer, Isabel and Lolly, our fellow, but Catherine's Courageous Fund, that is what started all of this back how many years? Billion years ago, it seems like.
Yeah, that was I want to say it was 1994, but there was a cat. The cat's name was Captain Courageous, and he was an injured free roaming cat. So yeah, that was such a long time. That program started a long time ago, and it still exists today, helping free roaming cats who are injured. So they're, cats that don't have an owner, but they need help. So we can help fund their veterinary care. This is Stella, who needed an amputation. So we assisted with that. And the person who found her actually ended up keeping her, which is really lovely.
Nice.
So yeah, she was able to assist. And as you can see, her surgery went really well. And she's doing great today, thanks to CCF. So without CCF, she really would just be, who knows what would have happened to her. The cats don't fare super well outside on their own and anyway, but like with I think she must have had like a broken leg or something. So
nice.
You can just imagine, you don't want to imagine probably, but yeah, it's really awesome that a Good Samaritan found her and contacted us so we could fix her up.
That's fabulous. Steph, thank you so much for doing what you guys are doing.
Frank. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. And hey, folks, remember, keep on checking, keep on bidding, keep it going. And let's look forward to next year.
Yes, let's do it. Thank you, everyone. And remember, you can check it out at www.mrfrs.org. I hope you all have a great day.
Bye.